What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That's caught by Ware. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Ekeler, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Ekeler. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And shedding through the tackle. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Harrison Butker on
From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 11.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, keep it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Austin Eckler, the Charger.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Eckler, and this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Actually on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this.
For Mecole Hardman, incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mahomes firing complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Los Angeles.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Chargers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
36-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And 1.
move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raymond Calais, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how it...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by Ware. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
50 cents. Mike, 50 cents.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Herbert's pass complete to Justin Jackson.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
10.
Herbert throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 30-yard
so from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be caught at about the 6. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
And out. 4th down.
Here's Ty Long now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Holloway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 49, check 49, check 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
At the 9-yard
From the gun, Herbert steps under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and long.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown really puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
And that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
43, 43. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Today's final score, Chiefs 48,